Recently, I don't know what happened. I think I sort of got into a conversation with my loan broker. We were just talking about what was happening in the economy and all that. He was asking some questions that I found very weird. He was asking, what is a green card? What's the process of getting it? And it dawned on me that we always say immigration or migrants and all that. But some of us are not aware of what exactly it takes for someone to migrate and be stable in a new country. So I had to walk him through what that looked like. And he was like, wow. And that got me thinking that if I didn't tell him, he wouldn't have known. You all know I'm an immigrant. I don't need to overstate it, but it's a journey that does not come with comfort, that does not come with a safety net or connection. Most times, no starting point. It's just as if you are in the world alone, coming to a strange place and starting all over. It's even more difficult if you were successful or you're striving in your home country and maybe for some reason you just had to quickly relocate. Some of the immigrants you see are facing some persecutions, or maybe there's a war in their country and all that. So many things are happening. For them to leave their hometown to come here, it takes a lot of mental decision, and financially, physically, name it, everything. It's not a bed of roses, especially when you come in and you had a different assumption. Sometimes in these overseas countries, so people think that once they relocate, that their whole problem or everything will end and they'll be able to strive. Yes, American gives people opportunity to get the American dream. That is, there's an environment where you can strive if you are willing to. And that's what some other countries does not give you. It does not give you a fair landing or an environment that can help you strive. So when they come here, they are faced with a shock. Yes, there's an environment, but the thing is, if you don't locate it, it might be a difficult thing for you to determine. That is, some people come here and they are not aware of the opportunities. They just fall in line with the regular immigrant, and before you know it, they are following a circle of disappointment. That's by the side. So my point here is, immigrating does not come with comfort. It does not come with connection. It does not come with a safety net. It comes with a lot of uncertainty, fear. It might just be just a dream that you're holding on to. I would like to use myself as usual as an example. Immigrating made me to be very resilient. That is, starting from the scratch, trying to rebuild or to push. Let me even put it in the right perspective for you. Do you know that in my country, education is very important? So almost the entire population all have high school or they are graduates in one college or the other. That's how much they love education in my country. So coming from that means on the average, most of us have college education. But when you are migrating, there are some countries that education is not even accepted. So sometimes you have to even start from scratch again, as in trying to go start your education again afresh. So that one is a mental, not just mental and financial setback. So coming here, I started afresh. I remember when I brought my transcript from my college, and they literally said that it didn't mean anything. I needed to add more to my courses to build my GP. So my point here is that it's not a fair landing for us. One thing that kept me going was resilience, and I know some immigrants are the same. And when my broker was asking those questions, I just said, there are many opportunities that you have. That means my loan broker have that you don't know you have. This video is really about those that were born here and what the opportunities that you have, and maybe you might not be saying it, or you might have been thinking that the country has failed you. Yes, the country is not where it's supposed to be, we get it. But if some of us had just a pinch of it where we're coming from, I can assure you that most people will not be migrating. They'll stay in their country. I just want you to know that this is a beautiful land and there are many things that you can achieve. Like, I've seen so many people asking me how you can start real estate, and I said, if I only had a pinch of what you had at the beginning, I'm sure I would have done way more than where I am today. And that's the same message I'm passing on to most of you, that we're born with this right. You have access that we never had when we came in. In short, we have to work 10 times more to even be seen or to even be listened to. I know when I started this journey, I had the experience, but it was very difficult for people to even listen to me. I remember when I was jumping on calls, on one of them I was looking for someone to partner with me on one of my deals because we needed to prove that we had the net worth to carry on the deal. So our network could not do it. We needed someone else to join us. And I remember going through a series of meetings with different people to see if any of them would qualify or would be willing to join me to be a guarantor for us to do the deal. But let me tell you, that was one of the biggest tests I've had. Just being in front, sitting down, or you're on Zoom call, looking at them, and some of them will not even say a single word to you, and they will just tell you, I'm not interested. Or some will just be looking at you like a weirdo. Who are you? You could see from their body language right off. So my point here is that most times we immigrants, we have to work 10 times more to achieve achieve everything that we have. And that's why we're very grateful. That's how we're able to build resilience, because we know that nobody's going to give us anything on a platter of gold. It's not going to happen. We just have to work it out. Even to date, I still have to prove myself 10 times more. I think that's the cross that we have to carry. At first, the pressure of wanting to change your accent is also there. You know, when you come here, first of all, the thing that gives you out is the accent. I'm not a dark-skinned person, so sometimes they might assume that I'm from Jamaica or from Belize and those countries until they get to ask me and I say I'm not from there, I'm from Africa. Aside from that, the accent just gives away, and you're faced under a different pressure of changing your accent. At first, that almost broke me, guys. I really wanted to change it, but I had to sit down with myself and say, no, I am good the way I am, and if this accent does not appeal to you, then you're not for me. You're not my investor. I have no business with you, because I believe that business goes far beyond what you see, how I speak, how I talk, but about credibility, integrity, hard work, and resilience. So if those things check the box, I don't care who you are, I'll work with you. But if one wants to be judged based on the accent, then we're never meant to even meet or never meant to do anything together. So this is one pressure that some of us as immigrants face, and we are pressured to change our accent. But I'm not going to change this for anyone. I had the opportunity to go learn how to speak like you guys, you know. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to speak like this, and as long as you can hear what I'm saying and take the point and apply it, then you're all good. So in wrapping up, I don't know why I'm even doing this video, but I just got to realize that some of you don't know what you have, especially those of you that were born here, that have birthright citizen, or you're just originally from here. You don't know the opportunity that America gives. There are many opportunities. I can't start naming them. And the thing is, we never had those access at the beginning. In short, even right now, we still do not have as much access as you do. I remember going for an event 2 weeks ago. I just decided to go for this event I was invited to by my lawyer. When I got there, I felt like the black sheep. Look at how light skinned I am, you know, at least I'm not as light as you are, but it was obvious that I was so black in that room. Before now, I would have felt somehow, I would have felt out of place, but no, in short, that even boosted my ego. I felt on top of the world. I was like, yes, we are all on the same level, trading the same platform, doing the same thing. Then if I am the minority in this entire space, then there's something I'm doing right. So for those of you that are immigrants and you felt down or felt that you don't fit in, guys, work 10 times more. The opportunities, take it and you will strive. But for those of you that have the opportunity, that have the right, or you know, I just don't want to mention it, I want you to know that you have something that is worth more than gold and silver, and I want you to use it. I want you to know that the opportunities here that you can take advantage of and be great. Please don't allow anything deter you, and don't allow anything put you down, or don't even have the assumption that I don't fit in. Maybe that's the reason why I'm even doing this video. If you don't fit in, or you feel you don't fit in short, I think you should turn it around, and that should be your weapon, or that should be where you draw your strength from. Let it propel you to even do 10 times more for you to get it. And if you already have it, or you have access to it, please use it so that you can also get more. If we all know the opportunity that this land gives, I'm sure here will be a better place. I'll wrap up by saying that if I could start up my American dream, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, guys, don't get me wrong, but I believe I'm on the right track, and I know you also can be on the right track, and I know you can even do way more. Some of you that know my story, you know I started with zero, but some of you have just a little, or even have more than a little to take it to the next level. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not taking that step? Why are you not moving? Why are you crying and saying the whole world is against you? How is the world against you? Because if you're from where I'm from, you will understand that that is where they say the world is against you. Not in this place. I don't care how bad it is right now in the US. It can never be compared to how bad it is in some other places. So I want you to see it from a better light, that the opportunities here, and there is no single excuse why you cannot strive. Yes, it might be challenging, you might have limitations, just like me, I had limitations, but that did not deter me, and it should not stop you from achieving that which you want to achieve. All you need is, first of all, the mind. Make up your mind and say, I want to do it. Once you have gotten control of your mind, then start taking the baby steps. Every day, what can I do differently that will take me closer to my goal? First of all, you need to even identify the goal. What do you want to achieve? I'm not talking about buying a car. No, that's not it. There are more bigger dreams that you can imagine that you can get to. You need to know the goal and start taking steps every day, one step at a time, to see how close it can bring you to it. I can assure you that you'll be surprised on how easy it will be for you to get to your goal if only you can just start. Like I said, I don't even know why I'm doing this video, but once again, just take the sense from all the nonsense I've mentioned and just strive. Every day I wake up striving. Every day I wake up saying, what can I do differently? Try not to be comfortable with mediocrity or where you are with the assumption that you've arrived. No, I don't think I can ever arrive. For me, it's like I just have to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And one thing that just strengthens me, it's my family, my kids, because I cannot afford for the circle to repeat itself. Likewise, you should not allow that circle. You need to break out of it. That circle of limitation, circle of poverty, circle of being on the same level, you need to break it. You should be the first one in your family to break it. And that resilience, let it lead you to somewhere better. I hope this was beneficial to you. I don't even know if I'm even making sense, but I'm sure with all the nonsense that I've said, I believe that one thing should have stuck with you. Thank you and have a beautiful day.